When you think about what cars are made of, you probably picture steel, plastic, rubber, the basics. And for most of automotive history, you'd be right. But modern car manufacturing has taken a surprisingly creative turn. Today, car makers are turning to materials you'd never expect, like soybeans, your old jeans, and even volcanic rock, to build safer, lighter, and more sustainable vehicles. Why? Because the auto industry is under more pressure than ever to reduce emissions, cut weight, recycle waste, and meet tougher environmental regulations, all without compromising safety or performance. In this video, we'll explore 5 of the strangest and most fascinating materials used in modern car manufacturing, and by the end, you'll never look at your car the same way again. Let's start with soybeans. Yes, soy. The same crop behind your tofu and soy milk is now being used to make car seats. Ford was one of the first companies to pioneer soy-based foam in its vehicles, starting back in 2007. Since then, they've used it in over 18 million cars. You'll find it in the seat cushions, headrests, armrests, basically anywhere there's soft foam inside the cabin. But why soy? The answer lies in chemistry. Traditional foam is made using petroleum-based polyols, which come from crude oil. Soy-based foam replaces a portion of those with polyols derived from soybean oil. This small switch significantly reduces the environmental impact of each seat produced. And here's the kicker. It performs just as well. It's just as soft, just as durable, and just as safe in a crash test. In fact, a single bushel of soybeans, that's about 60 pounds, can make enough foam for several seats. Soy foam reduces carbon dioxide emissions by over 10 pounds per car. Multiply that by millions of vehicles, and it makes a real difference. Plus, it supports agriculture and reduces reliance on fossil fuels. It's a quiet revolution, but one that's changing what comfort in a car is made from. Next up, denim. That's right, your old jeans. When you toss out a pair of jeans, you probably think they end up in landfill. But some of them actually get shredded, treated, and repurposed into sound insulation for cars. General Motors, BMW, and several other manufacturers have embraced this surprisingly effective material. It's used behind dashboards, inside door panels, and beneath floor mats to dampen sound, regulate cabin temperature, and reduce vibration. Compared to traditional synthetic insulation, recycled denim has several advantages. First, it's environmentally friendly. It reduces textile waste and requires far less energy to process. Second, it's non-toxic. Traditional insulation can contain fiberglass or other irritants. Denim? It's just cotton. Here's a fun fact. In one initiative, GM recycled over 200,000 pairs of jeans to insulate the 2012 Chevrolet Volt. It turns out that faded blue fabric isn't just stylish. It's also acoustically effective and fire-resistant. And while you may never see it, it's quietly working to make your drive smoother and quieter. Let's talk about rocks. Not just any rocks. Volcanic rock. In recent years, engineers have started using something called basalt fiber, a high-performance material made by melting basalt. The rock formed from cooled lava. The result is a fiber that's strong, like fiberglass, but with better thermal resistance, and it doesn't corrode or conduct electricity. This material is incredibly useful in electric vehicles and high-performance applications. For example, Nissan has used basalt fiber in thermal shields for battery packs in the Leaf. Some supercars use it for heat shielding in engine bays. What makes basalt fiber exciting is its natural origin and minimal environmental impact. Unlike carbon fiber, which takes a huge amount of energy and chemicals to produce, basalt requires no additives. It's crushed, melted, and spun. That's it. Basalt fiber can withstand temperatures over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, making it ideal for areas near the exhaust, engine, or electric motors. It's also incredibly durable, with great acoustic damping and vibration resistance. So yes, lava rock might be protecting the most advanced parts of your modern car. Who knew? Now let's head to the ocean. Literally, every year, millions of tons of plastic waste end up in the sea. Fishing nets, bottles, packaging, most of it never breaks down. But in the past decade, car companies have begun turning this problem into a solution. Brands like Mercedes-Benz, Toyota, and Audi have started using recycled ocean plastic to build car parts. For example, Mercedes uses recycled fishing nets to create underbody panels and wheel arch liners in their EQS electric vehicles. Toyota has used marine plastics in their floor mats and trunk linings. And Audi through a partnership with environmental firms, is developing recycled materials for use in seat upholstery. It's not just good PR. These materials are strong, lightweight, and cheaper than producing new plastic from oil. And in some cases, they perform better in areas like noise reduction and thermal resistance. The environmental benefit is massive. Every panel made from ocean plastic removes waste from the sea and reduces the need for virgin plastic production. So, next time you open your car boot, remember, it might be lined with the remains of an old fishing net from the Pacific. You've heard of steel and aluminum in cars, but how about coconuts? Believe it or not, natural fibers like coconut husk, hemp, and flax are now being used in vehicle interiors across the industry. Porsche, for instance, has experimented with door panels made from a mix of flax and resin. Ford has tested coconut coir in seatbacks and trunk liners. These fibers are blended with bioplastics to create panels that are tough, lightweight, and more sustainable than traditional petroleum-based plastics. The benefits go beyond just the green image. Natural fibers are shock-absorbent, biodegradable, and reduce a car's overall weight, which means better fuel economy or battery range. They're also safe in a crash and perform well in durability testing. In many cases, these fibers are agricultural byproducts, meaning they'd otherwise go to waste. Using them in cars turns farm residue into functional design, and they don't look cheap either. Manufacturers can finish these natural materials to look modern, textured, and even luxurious. It's proof that going green doesn't have to mean going low-tech. There are a few more unexpected materials that deserve a quick mention. First, bamboo. Some electric vehicles, like those made by Chinese startup NIO, are using fast-growing bamboo in dashboards and trim. It's lightweight, strong, and grows much faster than hardwood. Next, recycled rubber. Old tires are being shredded and repurposed into durable components like engine mounts, floor mats, and even asphalt additives for smoother roads. And finally, carbon fiber from waste. A growing number of automakers are working on ways to reuse carbon fiber offcuts from aerospace and racing industries. This ultra-strong, ultra-light material is now showing up in mass-market cars thanks to clever recycling. Each of these materials contributes to making cars more sustainable, without sacrificing safety, comfort, or performance. So, what does the future hold? As pressure mounts to make cars greener, lighter, and more efficient, the materials used to build them will only keep evolving. In the next decade, expect to see more recycled content, more plant-based components, and even more innovation borrowed from nature, whether it's denim soundproofing, lava rock heat shields, or coconut fiber door panels. The future of car design is far from ordinary. So the next time you step into your car, ask yourself, what is this made of? Chances are it's more surprising than you think. If you learned something new in this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more practical car knowledge right here on Auto Care Academy. And let us know in the comments, which of these 5 materials surprised you most?